It's 10 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Got my banky today.
Oh, I got the blanket today?
Yeah, chilly.
Are you really chilly?
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
damp.
just fucking around.
Guess you're gonna find out. Guess you're gonna find out.
It is damp. It's a
And
damp
I've
day.
always said that.
Prefer wet, but it's a little damp. It's a little moist up.
It's tutuing out.
Let me get a little outside. Did you want to come sit? Because you're not going to be up there. Come on.
Did
Ow,
you
don't
watch
grab my
that?
hair, you jerk. Hey.
Wait a minute. Did you
Come on.
watch that video in the group? Did you? No.
Ow. No.
When you're done with your dog, anytime.
Can you?
Podcast time.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh.
Did you listen to that?
To this?
Yeah.
No.
It's the Muppets theme.
Oh, nice.
It is hilarious.
Remind me after.
And I even said, if that's what they played, I would have watched that.
Honestly, though. If they played anything else.
Yeah.
That was a bad show.
I didn't even watch it, but it's like the second.
Well, the funny part is, I told Kelsey, I'm like, I only want to watch the halftime show.
Did you even know them? I don't want to be rude, but
I know who he was, but I don't listen to them.
I'm so not cool that I was like, I don't know who this is. And I didn't know who it was at all.
So I was sitting
Oh,
here. We were sitting here.
Miss Ashley's on wave.
Whatever.
I didn't get the wave over here.
Hey, Georgette. You didn't get the wave.
I didn't get the wave.
Still didn't get it.
Just for the record, the Titanic and did you not laugh at that paper that I sent you? Jack sent that to me. Jack says I got proof that Lincoln went down the Titanic, and I think he made that. You know when I sent it in the
oh yeah.
I peed laughing at that. I was like, Jack, like this is the funniest thing.
That was pretty funny. What were we talking about?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Perfect. That's how we roll in this way.
Whatever. How was your week?
A week.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the world is the universe is
like
challenging
right now.
us. Yeah, it's challenging us.
What are you doing?
I'm monkeying around.
What is happening down here? Like you're doing, you're like a robot. All I see is your feet. I'm gonna show you my feet now. You gotta pay for that.
You gotta pay for that. That's some big stuff.
All I see is his feet going like this.
I know, because I stepped on it and I was like, what am I stepping on?
I couldn't see it
I was
because the corner of
literally
this
was like,
was like
what
right
am I thought it was I actually at first thought it was my sole of my shoe coming off. I was like, really? These are like not even like that old. Like I'm not even a year old, these shoes, and for like the first 6 months I only wore them on nice day. You know how when you get a new pair of shoes and you're like, I want these to last. It's always, I don't know why we do that. Oh, I want these to last. Like, so I'm only gonna wear them on nice days, on this and that and this, and then there's always that one day where it's like, fuck it, I got
There's the only shoes over here.
Yeah.
You need to go outside.
And so when I was sitting there, and I was like, oh my god,
do you wear shoes in your house?
What?
Do you wear shoes in your house? You take them off.
I take off my shoes and.
So why don't you do that at my house?
No. Actually,
kidding.
In all fairness, to be exactly sure, I do that whole. I leave the shoes on, walk around, do stuff, and all of a sudden I'll go, oh yeah, I got my shoes on. Usually when I go to sit on the couch.
Oh my god, is that a mat?
Yeah, it is.
A mat.
Is that
a Sat Mexican?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
All right, stop clowning around here.
Mark the calendar.
I know. I literally go to sit on the couch, and I'm one of those people that put my feet on the couch, but I won't do it with shoes on. So it's like the second I'll do it, even though I don't know why my couch is on. Like
your couch is pristine. You should not be putting any.
Yeah, right. So I went to go put my feet on, and I go, oh, and I'll take them off, and then I have
you still have the plastic on yours. It smells like the price tag on the side.
It was only, it's $100. Yeah, that was 50 years ago.
Can't find babies like this anymore.
It's like hanging on. It's the bag keeping it together.
Do you ever take this up? No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just wait till you take the bag off. This wasn't brown. What?
It's got like that yellow tint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wait, it was blue the whole time.
That was green.
No, but so I always seem to take off my shoe then, and then I get that super annoyed because then it's always that one day that I should have took off my shoes, and I'm going, and I gotta vacuum, and then I get then I get super annoyed, like,
yeah,
and I'm like, why didn't I just take off my shoes? But I feel like I'm not a barefoot person, so I always feel like I have to have.
So why don't you get some like slippies?
I do. I have Crocs,
Okay.
which is not Crocs. They're like Walmart Crocs that I bought.
Crocs are Crocs.
And the best part is, like, I love about them is like they go through everything, like water, like
those fuckers.
Like I don't care what happens to them. I go outside.
Because you can wash them right off.
It's like yeah, I go in the shower and I'll just like like spray them down in the bathtub and I'll be like perfect.
They're great for the beach, but terrible for the beach.
Yeah,
they can't be in sun too long, otherwise they shrink.
No,
same with
I have Walmart Crocs, so they're like not soft, they're hard, so they're like hard plastic. Like they're not forgiving.
Same.
They're not because I've seen your Crocs and they're like, oh look, they bend. These are like okay, we'll just leave them like that. When I walk,
did you take the plastic off of them?
Actually, they're still connected. So
oh, cool.
Hold them like a.
Your foot permanently has a thing.
You remember the little whining toys when they were like.
It's like the ones that.
No, I can actually.
Oh, you can move them a little bit?
Yeah, it's like the toe just goes like slightly in front of the other toe.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Perfect. I love that for you. Pristine.
And I remember going, I want to buy these, and she says, why? And I remember it was with Jay Lee, and she says, why are you gonna buy these? And I was like, oh, these are because I was looking for those slippers that like you can go outside like that. I always look for the shoe slipper, where not a slipper that like, because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if my parents got me, but I got a pair of slippers that were like, like a real sole, but they were like top, like a leather and like fuzzies inside, right? And you go, oh, this is nice. But the second you have to go outside and the snow or the wet is over then they all get ruined. And once that fur gets wet, it stinks. And it's like, go ahead. Because I already can see it in your face.
Just one little thing. I know. Hold on. The whole purpose of wearing the slippers inside,
right,
so that your house stays nice,
right,
and you don't have to vacuum. So why the fuck are you going outside?
Because
you're slippers.
I'm not lazy. There's moments where it's like I don't feel like tying my shoes. Slippers. No, also too is, well, I don't know how. Well, your basement's like mine. It's kind of like cement, but it's not clean, but it's not dirty. Like it's not, and the longer you live there, I feel like the cement gets harder to kind of clean, if you catch my drift. And because I've lived there for almost 30 years now in my house, and I've had some floods, and I've had some, so the floor isn't.
You mean you're not washing your basement floor?
No, I'm not. So sorry. If anyone does, then
did
God
you take the plastic off?
No.
So just replace the plastic.
I feel like the slippers are for the basement, even though I won't remember. I don't think you'll remember this because you won't remember it the same way I did. I'm gonna say probably 10 years ago we had like 3 snowstorms, and then we had like a rainstorm, and then everything flooded, and in my basement went up to my knee.
Oof.
And I remember going.
So it wasn't too much.
No, it wasn't. And I remember going, and this was in February or March.
Yeah.
And this is how bad it was. I had 3 sub pumps going, and all the hoses went up my stairs and through my bathroom window.
Damn.
And I was trying to keep the window closed, and we're trying to put like towels, blankets. Like we actually got to a point because you don't want to heat the outside, and pumping a basement. And I have a good sized basement.
Mm-hmm.
It took almost 48 hours to pump out all the water.
I believe it.
With 3, and I'm not saying they're big, so they're kind of like little. They're like little sub pumps like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking to myself like, oh my god. And I remember going, and Jaylee's like, are you going to go down there? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm wearing my slippers. Like right away, I was like, I'm wearing the Crocs because
what's floating down there?
Yeah, and I do not want to be putting my feet.
But,
like you're putting your feet in the water enough. Like know your basement's clean.
Yeah.
But you don't know where you're stepping.
Yep.
And it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but you have to because I don't know how your basement's set up, and I'm not trying to say, but my basement, most basements are kind of like a little hill, because so the water can always drain to your sub pump. That's how.
When ours fucking flooded.
Yeah.
Actually, ours flooded again recently with that last rain.
Yeah.
But it was easier to clean up because it
didn't go to that extreme.
Yeah. But the first time, the sub pumps didn't go off because it was like there must be like just enough lip where the sub pump is.
Yep, that happens.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. So and you're gonna have to figure out
a way to do. Yeah.
Like, I found out the hard way when I first moved in. I don't have a sub pump where my drain pipe is, and most people do.
Mm-hmm.
It like I have a drain pipe and a sub pump, and I went, "What? I don't have a sub pump?" I was like, because my parents have one, but I never looked because I bought my house at 22. So sorry, I was not at 22 that grown up enough. But when I got that, I had a kid. I was married. I was with Jaylee, so I had 2 kids at the time. And I remember being in the water going, and it was so cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and she's like, "Are you gonna go down?" I was like, "Yeah." And you'll be amazed at shit that's like, I remember this so clearly. I remember thinking, "Oh, I'm pretty good. There's not much on the like. I'm not big on like dropping stuff on the floor and not picking it up, or I'm like usually." But then when something floats by, you go, "What is that? And where did that come from?" Like all of a sudden you have like that wrap. It's just a wrapper, but you're like, "That was on the floor," because it was over here, out of your sight. That probably fell off a thing, and you don't know. And then it's floating by, and you're like, "What else is here?" And then you start walking, and as I was walking,
hey Kelly,
it goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and you're just like, ooh. I remember being like, "Yeah, I'm putting the sub pumps," and then being like, almost in tears, like, "Oh my god." Because it was just, like inches away from the furnace. And I would just be like, "Please, God, please, please do not get wet. Like, please." And it was just touching the bottom of my furnace, and I was like, "Please, God, please, 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 God, please." I remember being so stressed.
I can imagine.
Oh, I remember, and the worst thing is, like, I remember doing one, and then like you're an idiot. I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I was definitely an idiot. Like opening the door and being like, "Still water down here," and I was like, "Oh well, maybe I should set up another one," because I had 2 sub pump, and I used a wet vac that I used as a sub pump because I set it up, and I was that. So I ended up having 3 or 4 of them with little hoses going out into. And then the worst thing was, what an idiot! I put it right out the window. So the water was flowing
back in.
So I had because
I was gonna say something when you said it out the window.
I actually had to go out in the slush, rain, and snow because it was like it was melting and yet icy. It was a shit show outside. Yeah. I remember going in the very backyard trying to pull and yelling at Jaylee to feed it to me because we had tried to close the windows so we weren't, because it's February. It's like you don't want to pay for
heating going out the window.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, so bad. But I just feel like we get those moments. And it's like the universe sometimes just works it just right that 5 things bad will happen. And I remember bitching about shoveling because it was like 3 snowstorms that were like, I have pictures where it's like over my head of snow, and it's just being like, God, it can't get any worse. And then going and going in the water, being like, because
Yeah.
it's like ice cold.
Yeah.
Like great.
Yeah.
Could it be summertime? Wait till it's winter.
No, of course not. Why would it be? It'll still be fucking cold in the summer because it's water.
Yeah, but it's a different type of.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember being like, nope,
No.
this can't go. But I usually take off by. But I'm not a barefoot person. I used to go over my old brother-in-law that I love with all my heart. He was a great guy, but he used to have this rule that you couldn't walk in his house without shoes. Like you had to
With
walk
shoes
without
on?
shoes.
Yeah.
Always. Nah, I was gonna take off your shoes, right? Yeah. And I felt like I was 5 walking around like with these like socks on, being like.
The only time we made people do that was when we first got the floors done because you weren't supposed to like be on it anyways.
Yeah.
And we were moving in, so I felt so bad. Like we had like a train of people at the front door. Like we had people in the house without shoes on, and then we had people outside, and then like there were some people that had to come in, so then like taking their shoes off, carrying like big shit.
Yeah. The worst is when you wear the boots. See, like I got in a habit where when I went over there, I'd be like, I'm wearing my slippers, I'm wearing my Crocs, I'm wearing this because it's just like I pop them off and then it'd be like I didn't care. But it was worse when I would like, because one time we went, it was like in the winter, and I was like wearing like proper winter, like it was cold, so I had like boots on, and I'm like sitting there out there, untying the boots, and you're like, yeah, okay, and then you feel like you're 5 again trying to put them on.
Yeah. I'm a shoes off person. I don't like wearing shoes.
Yeah.
I wear my slippers, but that's
I
feel like that's different. But I don't make anyone take their shoes off. I mean, you can take them off if you want, but
yeah.
I mean, just because of the hardwood floors, Kelsey actually takes her shoes off at the front door now.
I always think it's like for instance, I'm wearing like shoes, like I wear sneakers, so like on hardwood floor, like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I feel like sneakers are okay, but if I was wearing like a dress shoe that kind of had like that leather bottom, I probably would take them off. I'd be like, oh, this is kind of, because sometimes it can scuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, take it off.
Take it off. Woo. Oh my god. So Kirby wakes up when I do in the morning, and
who wakes up first, you or Kirby?
I do.
Okay.
Kirby will sleep all morning if he could.
Okay.
And he usually sleeps underneath my blanket, so he's nice and cozy.
Right.
But he's actually getting better now. But if Kelsey got out of bed, he'd still be in bed. If I get out of bed, he's like, I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to like keep him under the blankets and like putting my body pillow there to make it like be like I'm there.
Right.
But I didn't wear my slippers the first time I did because I didn't want him to hear my slippers, and which I'm sure he could still hear my feet. But something about it just made it sound better. So, and I can't wear socks to bed. I feel like I'm suffocating.
No.
So I came out here and I had to go downstairs, and I'm like, oh. They're in the room.
Did you go down without?
So I had a raw dog in my basement without any shoes or socks or anything, and I'm like,
instantly, yeah. And don't you feel yucky as soon as you come up, like your feet?
I feel like I have to like wash my feet like 10 times.
Yeah, because you know.
And I know it's not bad down there, but it is.
Because
but it's not.
Soon as you know you have 1 leak or 2 leaks,
right?
You know whatever comes in with that water is on the floor, and I don't care who you are, you ain't scrubbing your floor, your basement floor. You scrub your upstairs, but you'll never scrub your basement floor. It's something about it. You just go.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, so I had to like raw dog my basement floor.
That's and the worst. Did you do like the literal like walk on your ball of your feet, like trying to have at least contact?
Okay, so
or did you do the full foot?
I have this thing where if I don't have any socks on,
you walk on your heels instead.
I walk on my toes anyway.
Your balls of your feet. Yeah.
I do that anyway, so I was already doing that.
Because I feel like when I have to walk into the basement, it's like if I could walk on my big toe, if I could walk on my big toe, I'd be like, grab it, and then as soon as I get to the stairs, I can like put my feet back down. I'm like, oh, okay, we're on wood, and that's not as dirty as the cement floor because we
haven't washed these babies in years.
I know, but. It's still not as dirty as
I know.
Do you, or is it me? Because I have these stupid rules in my head that I go like, oh, that's 100 times worse than that. Like,
Mhm.
I'm kind of like, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, like, oh, I can't walk on that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
The most I was watching a stupid video where a
sitting
guy
in-
was eating in the bathroom. I'm like,
Oh
no!
bleh.
I'm like, no!
No,
I'm like, I don't care how clean your bathroom is. That's your bathroom.
I don't
No,
even drink in there. I can't do it.
I admit, I've had a moment where I'm taking the last bite of something and walking into the room, like
That's
walking
different.
in, like
Because
like,
the food has entered your
it's
mouth
gone,
before you get in
and then
there.
you get in there. But I'm watching this man, like sitting there watching his phone on the toilet having a sandwich. I'm like, what? What? I was like, what are you going? You're sitting, bro. Like you're not going to get done with that sandwich before you're done. Are you going to? Nope. No. It's
just
too
something
much.
about it.
It's too
Something
much.
about
it's like
it.
it's this phobia.
Caca.
Yeah, it is. It's a phobia. Like you can't do A if you're doing B.
So even like I like to take baths sometimes to like relax my muscles.
I can't do that either. I understand that.
I take a shower after.
Okay, no.
I
doing
take a
it wrong.
bath.
You should always take a shower before you take a bath.
No, because I can wash everything off after.
No.
I don't
This
fucking
is
care.
why.
Whatever. I
Because
know.
what
I
happens
understand
is
why.
You're sitting
I
in
don't care.
the broth of your nastiness of the day.
But then I wash it off.
Yeah, but then yes, I understand you wash it off at the end, but if you washed it before, you're sitting.
I would
in
still have to
cleanness.
wash it after
No,
because
because you're already clean. That's like using a towel after you wash and saying.
and that is fine. But I'm sitting in my own filth. I don't care how fucking clean I am. I'm not.
There's nothing worse than seeing that little dried up sweat, like goo coming on the side. You're like, where did that come from? Ew.
Anyway, so if I take a bath, I still
Ew.
I have like one of those like table things for the bath, so I could watch. So I could watch something. While I take a bath.
Like a tablet or a computer or something.
Or like sometimes I read.
What? Well, yeah.
It has a little spot for your drink. No, that will never be used for that. Benjamin can go in there.
I
That's
could
fine.
do water. I could have a glass of water. Because if you're sitting in
No.
the hot tub, there's a moment where cold water is nice. Especially if you're like boiling in your spew of nastiness.
Spew! Ew! Nobody's spewing
It's all
anything
your
in there.
juiciness coming out. It's a
And then I take a shower.
But just sitting in it. Yuck.
So what you're saying is I need a shower, bath, shower?
Yes. Well, no. So here's the trick.
Hi,
Do
Mom.
you wash?
Do you wash before?
Do you? No. After you're done. After you're
I
done
wash
with a
every
shower. Wait a minute.
crevice.
After you're done with a shower.
Yeah.
When you dry off with a towel.
Yeah.
Do you consider that towel clean or dirty?
I can use it a couple more times.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Because you come out of the shower and in your brain, you've done a pretty good job cleaning.
I hope so.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but I know there's someone who's going to say, "Oh, you're only 80% clean," or whatever. But in the big scheme of life, you think you've scrubbed everywhere, or at
Mhm.
least possibly all the grossest places you can think of.
Right.
Because as a human being, that's what the least you should be doing. I'm sure there's moments your big little toe doesn't get washed or something.
Big little.
No, I'm
The
like
big
one
or
of
the little.
Yeah, either
Yeah.
one doesn't get washed or something. But all the nasty places.
She's a ring toe.
That's a ring around your toe. That's a ring around your toe.
Hey, Jack.
So I think to myself, okay, so if I'm going to take a quick shower, because when you have a hot tub, you take a shower before you get in the hot tub.
No.
Yes! You don't take a shower before you get in the hot
No, I take a shower after.
tub. No, you take before.
Because how many bodies are
No,
also that
because if
shower?
you're going with 10 other people or 3 other people in the hot tub, I am not sitting in your spew nastiness of boiling hot of your daily sweat because you
Okay, leave it in the comments.
because you went in bed with socks on that day.
The title.
No, you are taking a shower before you get in the hot tub. And if you want to take one after, that's fine. I don't care what you do afterwards. It is not happening.
Mom said it's okay. Mom's got bleach.
It's okay, I bleach. What? To you or the tub or the hot tub? That's why your parents never bought a hot tub.
They have one.
They all know you're nasty. You're not invited. Your mom and dad have that private.
You know what?
They have that private one.
Fuck you, because my dad used to come home and strip after working
No, he did not.
After working at work, like being a chef, he would come home, strip, jump in the pool, and go to bed. So fuck you.
That's nasty. You could have told me that. I would have been like, I can't come over. I'm stroking. I'm having a stroke. So that's what. So dude. So you're telling me when I go underwater and I have to drink your dad's sweaty nastiness?
You're drinking his balls, yeah.
I'm so glad you got rid of that pool. Now I know why you did. Oh my
God. We kept taking your hat.
Now I know. Like,
filling it up.
An ass. Gary's like, oh, I worked today.
Okay, so Ashley said, you have to shower after you bathe because you're likely to sweat while stewing in the bath, therefore undoing any showering prior to bathing. So either shower, bath in another shower, or just bathe and then shower. So
no, okay, all right.
I think I wasted enough water.
What happens if you haven't taken a fucking bath? Just take an hour shower, bitch. Just let that stream hit the bad shoulder.
She also said, Niles, if you're in a hot tub, you're going to sweat anyways. And my mom said, it's a whole new meaning of teabagging.
Oh, God. I am so
This episode is going to be called...
I'm going to look at your dad and say, like, I'm surprised I'm not pregnant with this kid.
You think of your own spew.
I'm surprised I'm not pregnant with your kid, Gary. Jesus, God. Why are you coming in the pool before a shower? Pool.
You had a cool
We always took showers before we came over. All the time.
Well, you didn't have to.
I should have known. I should have just brought the bar of soap and be like, I'm washing in the shower.
Listen, that's
Gary's like, I don't need to take a shower. I just go in the pool.
You laugh.
You laugh. Us three kids, that's how we thought we paid.
No, my dad used to. So we would swim forever.
Oh, yeah. No, you guys were. You and Sammy were fishes. Like, you guys.
Sammy was way more than I was, and that's saying something.
I remember yelling at you guys. Even I was like, come on, guys. It was like 11 o'clock, and you guys were still in the pool. And you guys were fighting with us to get in the pool, like, at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad's like, we haven't added stuff. We were trying to put the ladder in at the time. I remember like a few times I went early to help your dad. And your dad's like, my two girls like live in this pool.
Like,
and you're like, and I remember
hey, you know what? He fucking got his money, didn't he?
And I remember your mom be like, okay, guys, you guys ate. And you guys would be like foaming at the mouth looking at them. It's been a half an hour, Mom!
We used to do yoga to like pass the time or like an episode.
And then we would watch you do synchronized swimming for like hours.
Oh, yeah. We fucking love that pool. I miss knowing somebody with a pool. But anyway.
I don't know. No, I do not. I am traumatized. They're going like, you want to go to the pool? But like, fuck no. I'm never going in the pool again.
Anyways.
So
I'm
not going to hot tub either. Like, the hot tub thing has been dead for me.
I would rather have a hot tub than a pool because in the summer you don't have to heat it and it can still be a pool. Anyways.
You'd rather have a hot tub than a pool?
Yes.
Okay.
So in the summer, our hair would be like a fucking mess because of all the chlorine.
Yeah.
So my dad would be like, okay, put conditioner in your hair, let it sit for an hour. Go rinse it off in the pool.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
I do every fucking thing that you did.
I am so skeeved out. I'm like, and I'm not a germaphobe. Like, I'm not a germaphobe.
A germaphobe? It sounds like you are.
I am not. But the fact that, like, there's like, I'd rather walk in my basement barefooted like 1,000 times than knowing your dad got out of work. I know your dad. Your dad like looks at something and he sweats. So I'm like, I bet you he didn't even add water. I bet it was just a
You know what? Probably.
Why is it so salty? Are we in the ocean?
It's actually a saltwater pool.
I remember he said, "Oh, we should add more water to it." I remember when he said,
remember when he had the solar panel that like lasted like 2 seconds because by the time it reached the pool,
and
it was not warm anymore.
Like drain it and fill it up with brand new water. You did take a shower.
But it's not like he drained it every winter either, so that water was fucking disgusting anyways.
I know.
Swamp water.
He would be like, it's okay, we're just going to shock it. And I'm like, I'm in shock now. It's like,
you know what? We probably built up your immune system. So how many people have peed in there? Come on, you're worried about his
I
pee
didn't know
bagging?
how I got corona. I thought corona would be like, oh, dude, you swam in dairy sweat. You're good. You've been through enough. We're gonna see ourselves away. We're gonna see ourselves out.
Right.
Nope. It was like, no, you haven't had enough yet. I can't. You put your conditioner in there. Like,
And also, like, doesn't that fuck up the system anyway?
I don't know what it does. Like this whole. Note to self: do not go in any swimming or pool thing at Gary's house. No wonder
You really thought he was
now
going
I
there
know why
soon
no
enough.
one took showers. They're like, the girls are in the pool, they're clean. That chlorine kills everything. Now I know why he would have. No, I remember at the beginning of the year he would have like these big containers of shock. Like he'd be like,
Yeah,
like,
because
how
he
many are you
would've cleaned
throwing in? He's like,
the whole thing.
and I would have known. Now I know. It's like because we're all
His
going
ball
to.
sacks are in there.
Like it's gonna do you much water.
Okay, but be honest, like.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be like, well, Pete did it too. Be like, ah, Jesus.
I'm sure we did.
Samuel all the time.
We were young. I mean, your clothes are barely doing anything because they're wet. So, like, what's that holding in? No?
That's why you take a shower before you go in the pool.
It's got chlorine in it. That's why it kills everything. Not worried. Take a shower after.
You guys, that was your shower. Your father. Oh no! You just ruined my day, man.
You're gonna go home like.
Like 6 hours later. I don't have enough hot water.
Shamro, say something for the.
If I would have known that, I think we would have all just gone to the shower and been like, "This is cleaner than the pool."
Hey, you survived, didn't you?
I know we survived. Yeah, I know.
And what?
I
you
can just
didn't
see
know
your mom.
didn't
I
hurt
can
you?
just see your mom now. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. It's a family secret. No one knew.
Don't tell me things.
And I've always said
Don't tell me things you don't want said on the podcast.
Oh no.
Because I only keep some things a secret.
No. Oh no. But we used to have a hot tub, and we always took a shower before the hot tub. And
Good for you, Bessie. We're not doing that.
Yeah, wait, because your father used to have the one that was upstairs. That used to be the bathroom. So it was like, oh, I get it, because it's half bathtub, half hot tub. You think that's okay?
Oh, the jacuzzi
Yeah,
upstairs?
jacuzzi upstairs.
I never used it.
I know. I remember him taking
I
it out.
think we used it more, and it was only like once or twice.
He's like, it's broken. I said,
Mom, did you ever use that?
I know, because I was like, I think I asked him one time, because I remember him taking it out.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't know you had one. Like, I knew you had a bathtub. I didn't know it was a jacuzzi. He's like, yeah, it's broken. I said, did you ever use it? He's like, I don't think so. I'm like, wait a minute.
I think we used it once.
He's like, I just hit it that one day, and it went in.
It's ball sacks. It's gonna handle.
It's so clogged. It's clogged.
It's like we freshwater, that's all.
No. Wow. I feel like taking off my shoes and walking on your floor and then be cleaner. Let's eat it on the basement floor. Oh God.
I think Mom let us use it one time.
Upstairs.
Or maybe she wasn't there and like it was like a cousin that let us use it or something. But
I've always wanted.
Yeah,
I know this
I
sounds
love
stupid. I've always wanted to do a bubble bath in a jacuzzi.
it's nice.
Like just no, I'd be like.
Oh no, not that much. I don't want to clean that shit up.
Nah,
Did you know how to get rid of those? Well, yes, but do you know how to get rid of that?
Fatness officer. Gets rid of bubbles.
Cold water.
Oh, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Fatness officer does it too. If you
really want to fuck them up, yeah.
fatness officer doesn't fuck anything up.
There was one time when Greg and Erica were babysitting us.
See?
We put our swimsuits on and hung out in the jacuzzi tub. See, I remember using it.
Yeah, see. Could all three of you fit in that? It was big, but I didn't think it was that big.
All three of us fit in the tub downstairs.
I know you guys were little. What?
All three of us fit in the tub downstairs.
I don't remember the tub downstairs. I just remember him.
It's just a standard tub.
Was it? Because I just remember the new shower that he got that he put in. For some reason, I can't remember I can't remember the bathroom before that for some reason.
It was blue. Mom painted little fishies on it.
But it's been so long. But now,
does that? I think you and Sammy were in
You
bed.
sure you didn't eat in there too? Because I mean,
too far.
Yeah, too far. I would have eaten in the pool where my dad just took a.
I didn't eat in the pool. We weren't allowed to.
I know. But I knowing you would have been like, it's fine.
Oh yeah,
because you guys used to be like foaming.
Yeah.
Because I remember like 4th of July or whatever holiday it was. It always fell on a holiday. Your mom would be like, okay, guys.
We would be prunes.
You're like, it's time for lunch. Which
I feel like my skin is so fucked up.
To get you out of the pool. Because your mom would be like, I said lunch.
I would be starving. And being a fat girl, I know. That's crazy.
And it still wasn't. You'd be like, we're fine. We're not that hungry yet.
I'm like, Mom.
Yeah, but you would say, we're not hungry yet.
Yeah.
You're not hungry yet.
I lied.
And yeah.
I'm starving.
So you're like, I want to eat in here, but I can't. And I'm just going to sit in here. And then all of a sudden you'd come out and then be like, instantly, and you'd be eating like shaking.
Well, we have to wait like 25 minutes just to get.
And then it was like, all right, guys. And then it was like, okay, guys, you guys can go in the pool. You don't want to cramp or anything. And then we go, okay. And then you could just see
like, don't yak in the pool.
I don't know why.
Because we're like in the pool. 30 minutes was not enough most times. But
no, I just remember your mom would say. Because we would be in the fort and you guys would be in the house. And I remember hearing your mom go, okay, guys. Whoosh! And it would just be like, whoosh! Yeah. Like you guys would just jump in the pool like you were free jumping over the thing. You're like, yeah!
As if there was no ground in that pool. We were just like, bam!
And I remember we were just
a 4-foot pool.
And there was a splash of water. We're like, okay, then you go.
There's no water in the because Shamu was jumping in.
But I just remember you would be like, your mom would say, okay.
Don't splash the too much
to the screen door the way you guys would run. I mean, run like, oh my God, we've never had water before.
Right. It's like we never swam a day in our life.
And you guys would jump in and then you guys would be in there and then it was
I'm forever grateful that they taught us how to swim. Because you know how many people in my life that don't know how to swim? I'm like, what do you mean? That's just crazy to me.
You know what people always say to me? What happens if your daughter drowns? I said, because I die, I float, and then she can use me as a life preserver. Perfect. They go, that kind of makes sense. I was like, I got it all planned out.
Like, Kelsey doesn't know how to swim, and I just thought that was so crazy. Because I grew up in the pool.
I can swim underwater, though. Like, I'm really, I can hold my breath and go underwater and go and not be scared. As soon as I get to the top, oh my God.
I get a little nervous when I can't touch the ground.
Well, that's swimming. When you can't touch the ground.
I know how to fucking swim. But I mean, like, if I'm, like, in a pool
can you swim in water and not dad sweat?
I sweat myself, yes. The dad sweat actually helps you keep buoyant, so...
It's salt water. It's like Salt Lake City.
Right. It's the Dead Sea.
Right to the top. You can't ever.
That's why I love swimming in that pool. I was not afraid. Oh my God, Sammy and I used to play the fucking craziest shit in that pool.
Every game you can think of, you guys had. Every game.
And the stairs were never like in one spot.
Oh, I know.
The whirlpool would just like bring the stairs all the way across.
I feel like your father would be like, okay, we got to put the sand in. It's going to be really cold.
The sand did nothing.
Right? So we put like sand in and it would like, it would go down and you go, okay, we're good. And the second you need to get out of the pool, it was like, okay, the stairs are here. Nope, the stairs are over here.
Right, like, I'm telling you, the sandbags did fucking nothing.
But when we need to take it out, those were the heaviest. I'm like, why is this so heavy?
Which is crazy because of all the ball sweat in there.
You're killing me. I am so traumatized. I am never gonna. Tonight I'm gonna have nightmares.
I can't wait.
Watch your hairy balls. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God.
See, you're a little gay.
I feel like I am. I swear. I've been close with your dad, but I don't think I ever got that close. But now I have. So.
I forgot what I was gonna say before. Damn it.
But you guys played the craziest games.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So like we would like sing songs and do like water words to it.
Yeah.
We would do like play mermaids.
Mm-hmm.
We would play 30-minute meals.
I remember the big thing was, which you say to me all the time, can you throw stuff? Can you throw stuff for us?
Oh yeah, we would die for shit.
And you'd be like, no, not you. You always throw in the same place. You would get all of an adult.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who they are. Throw stuff. Come on. They're right out there. Or you'd grab them all and be like, oh yeah, throw the rings. We're going to close our eyes, count to 10. And you'd be like, and every time it'd be a new game. It was like, you guys were close to us. You were away from us. You were either side. You were like, you guys made everything a challenge out of like a small kiddie pool.
It was not a big pool.
I know it wasn't.
It was not a big pool.
You'd be like, Sammy, you go on the other side.
But we were little kids, so it felt big.
Right.
And then we got into Caitlin's pool down the street, and hers was long.
Right.
And oval.
You guys are like tired. You're like, this isn't keeping us buoyant. Does anyone take showers before they come in here? Is this a family that takes showers?
Dad, get in here.
All this time I thought I'd been using freaking pool noodles. It's been your dad's back here.
But Sam and I would play 30-minute meals in the pool. But because it was only Rachel Ray in that show, Sammy would be my assistant. My sister, Caitlin Ray.
Oh, Caitlin Ray!
And like we make like the fucking weirdest shit. Like today we're making lasagna with our water.
I remember one time you guys went, all right, no one could touch the ground. So you guys went from one side of the pool to the other, holding the side and not touching the floor or ground.
Yeah.
And you had to grab like pool noodles, like because the first one who touched the floor like lost.
Yeah.
And you guys were all like, I think you touched. Oh, I didn't touch.
We learned how to do backflips in that pool. Oh,
yeah, you guys
I miss it.
Oh
when we got really good at finding the sinking toy, Dad used to throw coins in for us to get because they were harder to find and pick up.
Yeah. You guys did lots of things, and but you guys
is that the equivalent? This is what I was gonna say. Is that the equivalent of Kid Fetch? Like go fetch the pool toys.
I'm surprised the quarters didn't like
disintegrate. Those pool toys were disgusting by the end of the year, though. And then we use them the next year.
You guys grabbed my hat and were like, you gotta get your back. For like 2 weeks, you guys had my hat, and you guys were like diving for it. I got Niall's hat this time. And then you guys gave it back. It was like pure white.
Yeah. Hey, you're lucky you got back. You still have it?
No, it literally
disintegrated.
It literally fell apart.
Were we able to?
With that much ball sweat, it was like, I'm dying.
I remember stealing Pat's hat. Did that go in the pool or did it just go in the tree?
No, it went in the tree. You threw in my hat because he was all
pissy about it, right?
Yeah, because he didn't want it ruined, and I was like, you can wait. Because I had actually 2 of the same hats. So I like when you guys grabbed it, and I was like, fine. I had another hat home, but I was like, oh no, not my hat. And I really played it up for you guys, and you guys were like, I
ate that shit up.
My day. And
little did you know we were just rubbing it in the ball.
I didn't know your dad was upstairs.
Ball water.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I just can't.
It's like when you dip like a biscotti into the tea.
Now we know why the biscotti disintegrates in the tea. Anyway,
just ball water.
Well, and I remember your mom would yell, it's dinner time. Oh, no, I'm not hungry. And you know what it was? I had a really big lunch. That was your line all the time. I had a really big... And Sammy like, me too! But then, when you guys got out, you would house everything. You'd be like...
we just, like, wasted... Or we just, like, used our entire body weight, a gallery.
I know, but you always be like, We ate a big lunch. We're not hungry. The second, and I remember your mom go, you'd be like coming out with like big plate.
Those are the fat ass.
They were like, be like, I thought they weren't hungry. They're hungry. That's why I yelled at them to get out.
Yeah.
And then we'd wait, and you'd be like, come on, the sun's going down. Not yet, come on. And then it would always, you jump in the pool before the sun would come down.
Yeah.
And it was always, all right, guys, as soon as it get dark. And it'd be like 11. It'd be like, where are the girls? And they're like, oh, they're still in the pool. And then one of us will always seem to be out.
Yeah.
Like Lori or your mom.
Well, we couldn't go in the pool unless there was an adult outside.
No, but there was always seemed to be one of them still out there and be like, and always have that moment like, are they still in the pool? And then you like peek over the side, and it was like you guys were like.
I think night swimming is so fun.
It is.
There's just something about it.
Hey, you know what it is?
Something
it feels like
about the pool, the ball pool.
You know what? I think.
Ashley said.
I can't. I'm all done. I am so skeeved.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay. Mom said, damn, you finally figured it out. Kid fetch. Ashley said, I think it's Dad's equivalent to having a fountain. He was wishing we'd finally get out of the pool to eat. And then Mom said, hi, Kirby. What were we talking about?
I feel like night pool is always feels like you shouldn't be. It's like something you should, or like I never get this. And I'm not saying at your house because I don't remember a rule at your house. It could have been, I don't remember. But I've been at people's houses when it started raining. You had to get out. Not thunder and lightning. Rain. And I go, but you're getting wet. Like thunder and lightning, I get. You want to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But when it was just raining and there was like no storm, it's just raining. I've had like parents like, you need to get out of the pool. Because God forbid we get more wet.
Right. We were allowed to swim if it was raining. The second we heard thunder, we had to get out.
Right. No, that's logic. Yeah. That's smart. But I've been in
I remember
pools
like
when I was a kid, and I remember as soon as it starts raining, everyone out of the pool, and it's like just raining. Like it's not even storming. It's just raining. Like it's
not as enjoyable, but we lived in the pool anyway, so
I didn't mind it. Especially if it was that hot and humid, and then you got the cold rain. It was nice. I know it got to a point where you went. The water started to get warmer than the and then it became like you kind of did the whole like you know, like you tried to push your body like right to you can still breathe, but like
you usually like put the head. I remember so in the summertime. In the summertime, night swimming is fun until the beetles came out. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and the mosquitoes. They fucked it up.
No, you had kamikaze beetles at your house.
Yeah.
Because they would because I remember this. Early in the morning, or not early, but like morning, because I feel like 10 or 11, the pool would open.
Oh no, we feel if we could.
Yo, you guys would be out at 7 o'clock, but I feel like. Every time I went over there, your dad would be like, we need to do ABC or get, and then I feel like first thing, aka morning, and late at night, they would just smack you in the side of the head. They go in your ear. They would just be like,
they'd be crawling.
You'd be crawling. They would. I'd be like, what the hell's that? And it'd be like, and
they'd be like in your clothes. And
it'd be like, and it would freak you out, especially the first time when it does it. You're like, what the? And then all of a sudden, by the end, you're just like. And I remember being like, "Oh, there's a oh my God!" You'd freak out.
The bees will get stuck in our hair, and it was just so nasty. Shudder.
Yeah. I remember that. That was
when in the summertime because Mom and Dad both worked. As soon as like it got close to the time that they like be coming home, we'd get in our bathing suits. So that way, the second they walk in, we'd be like, "We're going to the pool! Mom's home. We're going to the pool!" Or Dad's home, whoever said.
I believe it because I remember you guys like it'd be like seeing their foaming to get in, and your dad would say to me, he goes, "Watch this, watch this. All right, pool's open," and it was like it was even like done with the open, and you'd see you and Sammy just be like, "Welcome."
Right. It was so crazy that my mom had to buy us bathing suits all the time because they would disintegrate.
You like run and then trot down slowly.
Yeah. It's fucking cool.
By the end of the day, you'd be like pure.
Yeah.
There'd
be like we catch air.
Yeah,
but
in the very first moment, it was like, oh, it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
And then, who was it? Your sister or was it you? They used to do that first step, second step, and then to stay there. Like, I gotta adjust before you took the last step, especially when you first.
When I was older, it was more of that
because I felt like there was one of you that had this like first step, like your feet, we're good. To your knees, I'm good. To the crotch, not yet.
It was more belly.
Oh yeah, it was like whatever. It was like that one step, whatever it was. It was like.
Well, now as an adult, whenever I see a pool, I jump right in because I know I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, I will do the like.
Yeah.
And then what's the point of that? I'm gonna go swim.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little baby, I need to go swimming.
I will admit the one thing I used to hate, and now I have a whole new definition in my brain of this, but I used to hate was we used to jump in the pool early, get out, eat lunch, and I feel like we would all sit and laugh and joke, and all of a sudden I just dry.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, hey, you know what? It's like only like it's 2:00. Let's jump in the pool. It's hot, like because around 2 or 3 is like the hottest in the summer, like the hottest. So you're like, let's jump in. So you're jumping in, and we're joking with your dad. We're doing whirlpool. We're playing around with the kids.
The steps are in a different world.
Yeah.
Only hanging on by like the little pole, but like barely.
Exactly. You know what?
Barely.
I should have known your father's swimming trunks were the same way.
Shrimps.
I know it's so hard
Shrink.
because even they were like, I'm in ball sweat. I've let go. I give it up. So, and all this time I thought it was sandbags. And then I would come out, and then it'd be around that because we would joke around for a long time. It'd be like around 6:00, and then the sun would start going down, and then it was like, I'm not dry yet. And then like the cool air would start coming in, and be like, I'm not dry yet.
Cold.
I'm not dry yet. And I would never bring clothes.
You goober.
And I would always go, I need to change. But, the 2 times I did change, all of a sudden I was like, let's go for a nice swim. And I was like,
well, then you switch, change back.
No, you can't do that.
No. God forgive.
Well, if I knew what I know now, I would have just been like, no shower needed.
Yeah, I don't know why you showered. That's silly.
I would have Jaylee, me, and Marin take a shower.
You're silly.
Before we go, I'd be like, shower, and we're gonna go at this
scrub
time.
hard because that pool is pristine.
I don't know what else.
You're so silly. You really thought my dad was like?
Yeah, I did. You know what?
Are you kidding me? On the 4th of July, he's like cooking up a fucking like.
Yeah, but see, I get that. Like, there's a point where I get like midday, but I didn't think that was. I thought we showered. We're trying to keep it as clean as we could. Like I'm not saying we're perfect.
You're silly.
I thought we start off with some attention. We gave up. We didn't even try. It was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll add more shock.
We were kids. We took baths at the end of it. At the end.
Yeah,
of the day.
that's same with us. We took a shower too at the very end.
Yeah.
When we got home. If not, you were like waking up, smelling like smoke, smelling like you smell like
But I mean, in general, like we always took showers at night because you're a kid, so you get disgusting during the day.
Oh, God bless. I used to, and also too is it for me it like tells my brain we're done.
Yeah.
Because when I take a shower, I can't take a shower in the morning. If I take a shower first thing in the morning, I'm like ready to go to sleep. I'm like, my body goes, we're relaxed.
Night time.
Yeah, because it's like a trigger. That and darkness tells my brain. Because I can't tell you, Shannon all the time says to me, oh, let's watch a movie. Click, 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 click.
Oh, no. Lights have to stay on.
No, if the lights are all off,
forget about it.
And then I think,
I lay down,
let's lay in bed and watch something. Because she says, I notice you don't have a TV in your room. I'm like, yeah, because the bedroom's for sleeping and fun. There's no TV. There's no TV.
Right.
There's no need for TV. I can't do TV. Because if I leave TV on when I sleep, what's that voice? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's that? I
don't mind if the TV's on when I go to bed. No. I can't wake up to the TV on.
Yeah.
Because now there's voices on and now I'm awake.
Yeah. That's my problem. I'll wake up with that.
But usually
or that one pop, and you're like, because it's
Yeah.
You fell asleep with something relaxing.
Kelsey used to put like YouTube on or something at night on the TV.
Oh yeah, but you don't know what the next one is.
Well, she fell asleep, so it doesn't fucking matter.
No, but I'm saying is, so you could go to sleep with like white noise. I'm just using an example, white noise, and then the next one that pops on, because unless you have a 6-hour night noise, which they do have, but if you don't do that, and the worst thing is you ever got a fucking commercial today on, you're like,
yeah. But she would fall asleep watching YouTube, and then like it just keeps playing.
Yeah.
So I'd have to wake up and turn off the TV, and then I'm awake.
Yeah.
But I think when I got the white noise, I was like, you need to not do this anymore because I can't be doing this every night. But she always slept with the TV on, like even as a kid.
Now I understand why when I had the whale sex things going on, remember the dolphins, waking up with the dolphins?
I'm just my dad taking the
What's going
on? But now, like, she watches stuff on her phone, but at least her phone shuts off.
Yeah.
And actually, she's been shutting off her phone to go to bed. Which I'm kind of grateful for because I'm tired of waking up.
I will tell you, I'm a big fan. I don't know. Lately, I'll like sit on the couch and I'll start to watch something, and like my brain will go, "We're done." Mm-hmm. And doesn't always mean it's night, because some day, those are those days. Like today would be a day where you just sit on the couch and it's rainy and you're kind of bundling up, and as soon as you get bundled up, you get that nice toasty, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah. And as soon as I start to feel like, oh shit, I think I'm gonna fall asleep, I turn off the TV and I just kind of just close my eyes and just kind of let it keep going.
Yeah.
But I catch it before. Mm-hmm. Because every time I fall asleep with the TV, like, oh, I'm not going to turn it off, it always wakes me up. Mm-hmm. That or I have to lower it. I can lower it to
nothing.
Yeah, or very little, like.
Yeah. See, even the lowering, I can't do it because of the light.
The light doesn't necessarily bother me all the time.
Excuse you.
All the time. There are sometimes if something's if it flashes too much.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, what the hell's going on? Like,
I'm interested in flashing. And I've always said that.
I don't even want to go bathroom in this house anymore.
Yeah, shower's clean.
Super unlocked.
Super unlocked. You're good in there.
I know. Now I know why it's super unlocked.
Yeah.
Take a shower after
teabagging.
Explains why your dad jumped in the pool and got out.
Yeah.
I jump right. Remember when you jump in the pool and get wet and then like start cooking like in front of the grill? So he would go, oh, I get too hot in front of the grill, and I'm like, you know why? You're trying to fill up the pool. Your daughter's
how to make it safe for my kids. We took away the floaties; they disintegrated. Remember Sammy's yellow one that like the things came out, but by the end of it, it was just like there was nothing there. She just kept putting it on.
No, I remember. Marin was real little. I know everyone's gonna remember this. She was real little, and I was like, all right. And so Jaylee's like, she's gonna be right in the pool, and I said, yeah. So we went to Walmart and we bought this like life preserver for her, like this that zipped up and like buckled. And then Jaylee's like, well, she needs floaty. I was like, well, this is all right. But she made her wear the arm floaties, and I remember her running and doing this little jump, and I swear she just hit the water and she didn't even go down because it was like. And then she got a little heavier, like she grew up, and still was able to wear it. Because she got like
she got quite
two or three summers out of that or something like that. And there was one point like she was jumping, hitting the bottom practically, and then it would like shoot her off, and she was like, yeah. She became like fearless in that, and I was like, oh.
Sammy's had the strap that like went under you.
Yeah.
And that girl had like so much chafing from like the strap because it was like a.
Yeah,
like the
like
leash.
A nylon. Like,
it wasn't even like something nice.
I don't like you. I know. I love you. Don't tell nobody.
Kirby, do you want to go swimming?
Super salty.
Love it.
Why is Kirby always next to your dad?
He loves his pop.
He's always looking at his leg.
His fifth leg.
Fifth leg? Jesus,
Jackson and Fear looking for Kirby. He's right here. You're gonna fall off this couch and I'm gonna laugh.
He's like, I'm so traumatized too. I didn't know Pop did that.
What's a pool?
He's literally gonna fall off this couch.
I know. He does it like all the time. Oh my god, he tried to jump. What's the funniest thing? He got a toy in his mouth.
Right.
And it was like a bigger toy, so like he had a hard time like getting it in the first place. And then he went to go jump up onto here, but he missed completely. And like his paws went this way, but he like slid off the corner.
They're like little kids. And when they do something dumb, you're like, I'm laughing at. Sometimes you can laugh at them when the little kids, they look at you like, don't laugh at me. Like, yeah, they're funny.
Well, it depends.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Are you okay? And I could
you
tell.
have to act like it's okay. You're like, you
Right.
okay?
Well, usually like when the kids, like when I'm watching them, I like wait for their reaction and like, because a lot of the times kids are looking for a reaction from you. If they're not like instantly like gonna bawl their eyes out, then
I love that one video of that little girl. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not crying. I'm happy. You're like, no, you're not. You're inches away of having a total meltdown.
Right. But usually, like to cheer them up, if it's not like severe enough.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, do we have to cut it off?
Oh, you do my thing? Oh, I do that all the time. Marion used to come over and be like, my finger, and it was like, I mean, nothing. So I'd be like, oh, that looks serious. Let's go get and I take her hand, go in the thing, and find like the biggest knife, and she'd be like, oh, we're gonna do that. Well, we gotta cut it off. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Are you sure it doesn't hurt? Because if it hurt, no, I'm good. Look. And all of a sudden, like
I don't do that.
Oh, I do.
But I do like that. Oh, we gotta cut it off.
I know. And I just pick it up. Like I don't put it next to her. I just pick it up and like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to like. And I remember she'd be like, no, I'm good.
I don't think I can do that because I feel like Thomas would let me cut something off.
You're right. I don't need it. I've been in Pop's pool. Just end it right now.
Oh my god.
I went there once. It's fine. Cut it off.
Well, the other day, Thomas didn't want to be in the wagon, so I brought the fucking wagon for nothing.
Oh,
actually, on the way back, I filled it with all their shit.
Okay,
but
well, so then it's What?
But he wanted to walk the whole time, and then he like got distracted with something. So I was like, "Come on, Thomas, you're gonna have to find a new family if you don't. We're leaving. You're gonna have to find a new family." And May was like, oh, "For real?" And I was like, "No, I never did that."
I had both my kids crying one time in the car
because they found out about the campsite.
No. I was driving somewhere, and Baron was talking like she was real little and started talking back like she was like 2 and starting to get a little attitude, right? Mm-hmm. I said, Marin, you don't knock it off. I'm going to drop you off on the side of the road. And Niles J said, no, you won't. And so she said something rude to me again. I said, one more time, Marin, one more time. And we're on the highway on 24, and I pull over. And I get out. Both kids were a fucking wreck. Like,
oh my God.
I was like unbuckling her. I'm like, you know what? Daddy doesn't need this. And if you're going to act this way, then you need to get out of the car. And I like unbuckling her, and she's like, no. Niles J's like, no, she'll be good. Marin, be good. Be good. And she goes, I'll be good. You fucking asshole. And I went, are you sure? And I'm like, don't laugh. You got to sell this.
Yeah.
Buckle back up. We love you, Dad. We sorry. You know what?
You're like rubbing your feet.
Dad. And I'm like,
hell yeah, I am.
I can't wait to go in Pop pool. No. No, he did call.
We need a little more teabagging for them to be good.
Yeah. She calls it Uncle Gary.
Yeah.
And so we're driving, and I remember they're like, for a little bit in the car, like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I remember Niles J leaning over. I think he would have. I remember thinking, like, I wouldn't have, but just the fact that you thought I did, like, it's good enough. And we really, I can't tell you how many times with Marin, like, I would do the, all right, that's it. I'm done. I don't need to take this from you. Like, type of, like, and she would have this whole, like, what? What? Like, wait a minute.
I can see her doing that.
I'm trying to think. We had something where I would say, I'm done. Go outside. And I like put her outside, close the door, and I like went to the window and like cracked the blinds just enough so I could see her standing there.
Yeah.
And she's like knocking on the door. Dad, you know what? I don't want to run away. No, I'm good. I'm good. You know what? It's okay. I get it.
She literally could have just walked over to your parents' house.
Well, she was too little. She was,
oh.
I mean, 4. Like, she was little.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I opened the door. I'm like, do you think I should give you another chance? Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. She came in and she's like, and I'm like,
do you need some help? Like, what's going on here?
Well, it itches, Mom.
Yeah,
it
I see that.
I was in pop-up pool. So I remember her, and I remember thinking to myself,
hey, don't blame me.
I think I totally, if you told me I give all my kids trauma, I probably gave them trauma. I know it's going.
That's where the first one actually left.
At 13, he's like, yeah.
I wish he left me at the side of the road.
Pull over. Leave me right here.
Enough of the pop-up pool.
It's like I've been there once.
Swimming?
Yeah, now they've been in the pool. Okay. But it was rare because it didn't always fall, on the same thing. But I used to do that all the time. I used to play hardball with my kids all the time.
Yeah.
Like I used to be, and it'd be no nonsense. I'd be like, that's it. Not dealing with this. I remember one time, I remember getting mad at Marin for something, and I put her in the backyard. Now, my backyard is completely fenced in, and I put her back there, and she was traumatized. Like, I left her out in the world that, and I gave her happy. I gave her a pillow, and I gave her a blanket, and I said, okay, you can sleep out here now. You're going to not have the rules of the house, and you can sleep out here. And she looked around like she was out in, like, the desert. She was like, what am I supposed to do out here? Like, what the? And I could hear her, because, it's all fenced in, so where's my kid going to go? I hear, Dad, because of the bathroom window. Dad, I'm sorry. God, I'm not going to do it again. I promise.
Oh, I miss when she was little.
I know.
Because I still have her little voice in my ears,
My alarm clock is still her when she's little saying, Daddy, wake up. Daddy, wake up. Because that's the only thing I seem to still... I don't care what kind of sleep it is. As soon as I hear that little voice, my brain thinks she's a little girl, and I wake right up like, okay, Mary, I'm up. What's up?
Yeah.
Because I remember she used to come over and, Daddy, wake up. Daddy, wake up. And, like, right next to me and, like, tug on me and be like, what's wrong, Marin? I had a nightmare. Or I had this. I had that. And I remember...
were your kids allowed to sleep in your bed?
Never.
Never?
One time, and we didn't sleep in bed. She slept on the couch, and I took a mattress and put it right. She had a really bad ear infection, and she went through hell. And you know how they can't really give you anything for it. So I literally put her on the couch. I laid there next to her because we had like I have like a twin mattress, and I just laid there next to her, and I just kind of like rubbed her back and held. Actually, to be exact, she held my pinky with her hand. Because she was so tiny, and she just held it, and she fell asleep eventually. Because eventually, you
have to.
The pain kind of goes away for a little while for you to fall asleep, or it just stops. Yeah. And I remember just being like, it was a tough thing. Like, it was a really bad one. It wasn't one of those like you can go back to bed. Because there was plenty of times like go back to bed. You're fine. Yeah. We went through the whole monster thing, which she felt really good because I got one year a sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who, and I always watched it. So she'd always walk in, and she knew that was my favorite show. So it was like anytime it was on, she's like, that show's on, and would walk away, or a few times she would watch it. So one day she was in tears. She was convinced there was a monster in the room. And I said, "We got this." And she goes, "We do?" And I took the sonic screwdriver and I said, "You know my show?" She goes, "Yeah, he uses that to scare him away." And I said, "Exactly," but she doesn't. But I gave it to her. She said for almost a year, she wouldn't. It was underneath her pillow, and you could hear it sometimes because they had like a noise, like and it would light up black. It was a black light,
Yeah.
and you could hear her pressing
Don't
the
show
button.
that in the pool.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We're in the hotel room. You come out.
Ew!
Oh, now it's ill. Too far. Too far. Too far.
I don't want to see it.
Just knowing he's there is good enough.
Yeah.
That's how I keep my girl. That's why me and my sister
I
don't
have
break
great
out.
skin.
Super tight. That's why your mom was never in the pool.
Probably.
I think that's only once I've seen her in the pool.
Yeah. And it had to been like really hot that day.
It
The
was.
pool-
I remember
the pool
her
always
and
had to
Lori,
be like-
her and Lori got in the pool, and I was like, because I really, no, and I'm not trying to be rude. 'Cause I'm sure your mom went in there playing that, but I don't remember.
Lori would go in the pool.
I only saw
More
them
than my
come
mom would.
once. It was just really humid hot, and I
Yeah.
know. Well, back then I was coming over way more, so I saw
Mhm.
your parents a lot more. So I just remember it was one of those days we were like all the adults, like all of us, were like all in the pool. It was like it's hot.
Yeah. Y'all like sardines in the pool.
We're just like sitting there.
The pool
like,
is now a hot tub.
I remember it was like, yeah, it was. Because it was like literally like Ralph. It was like
and there was
Bill,
no water in the pool
like-
left. It was all squashed up.
like, just, as each person got in, it was like,
Mhm.
and we're all sitting there, and we're like,
Well, Ralph was in the
and-
pool. It's his big toe. Because he's so tall, and the pool was like a kiddie pool.
no. He's like, oh, my ankle.
Yeah.
And so,
Wow, the water's
I
nice.
remember all of us, and I remember this because I remember Ralph and Bill, like, kind of like, hey, you know when it's so hot, like you try, and the water's so cool, but it's warm, but it's so much cooler than the
Yeah,
outside.
so it
like
feels like ice.
you're almost like trying to get like your
It's like steaming.
yeah, like you're trying to get as much as your body under the water because it's so cool, but yet still kind of be above it. Like it's the yeah. And I remember sitting there and looking around, going, "Everyone's in here." Like your mom, Lori, Bill, like every adult was in there and being like, and we were just sitting there, and there's no room because there was like too many of us in there.
Right.
There was room, but
Yeah.
there wasn't because you kids were all playing in the middle, and we're just standing on the side going, "It's hot,"
This is
and you
great.
guys are swimming by like, "Yeah, there's no room now."
Can you get out?
Yeah, I can hear
This is our pool. You're ruining it. There's no room to dive.
I know we're all like sitting there like, and I remember your father goes, "It's hot." I was like, "Yeah, it's
I
hot."
don't think it's getting any more cooler in the pool.
Now I
There's
know.
45 bodies in here.
We're all your mom's in there, and I was like, I think it was the first time I've seen Jade in the pool.
I think she's only been in it like maybe 10 times the entire time we had it. But I mean, we definitely got their money's
No,
worth.
I think no. We did a late night where all the adults got in with drinks, like drinks and stuff. I think, or something
That was part
like
of the
that.
10 times.
That probably was. But no, I said I only saw her once, but I think I saw her twice. Like, but I only saw Lori going once. But it was always that really hot day where everyone was like, "It's hot out here,"
Yeah.
and then it was like,
She wouldn't stay long.
The
She
train.
would dip in.
yeah, no, she was in there when we were like in there. We were all talking. It
But
was
I mean-
just perfect. Like it was like one of those like the stars all like it was
Yeah.
like so hot. It was so miserable. And then when everyone got out, it was like, oh okay, you know, because you were cool because of being so wet.
Mhm.
And most of us
I've always said
adults,
that.
most of adults of us all had
Most of-
t-shirts.
Say that again.
Most of us adults,
Okay.
the ball sweat.
It's really catching up.
So dry.
We gotta wrap it up though.
I
Finish up.
literally
It was
just want to go
8:50.
eat downstairs. in the basement off the floor. But we were all cool because we all seemed to wear more clothes than just bathing suits.
Yeah.
I'm so traumatized
Sorry
now.
about it.
This is worse than finding out
Get
I
your
ate
screwdriver.
Joey.
You what?
Than when we ate the cow Joey.
Oh.
I was like, not Joey, Joey.
What did
He hasn't bought me dinner yet.
The ball sack.
Later.
He was in Pop-Pop's school too.
He was bobbing for ball sacks.
Maybe that's what we'll call it.
Too far. We're
bobbing for ball
leaving.
sack.
Goodbye.